Good day, everyone. This is Matt McGall with 330 to Go's high school football show, and we are bringing you already into week 5 as we get ready for our game of the week where we have Lake and Glen Oak taking on one another. And right now, we are happy to bring on to the show Coach Dan DeGeorge. How are you feeling today, Coach?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I see you're taking a quick second out of the work day. I see the TV going on in the back. I know you're probably game planning, but you're also a teacher by day. Okay, even though the passion's all coaching.
Sure.
Coach, as you're getting ready for this week with Glen Oak, that's our game of the week. We got to take a look back at last week. You entered into the Federal League competition, went down and played a very tough Perry team. What did you
Right.
learn about your team coming out of Friday night?
Yeah, we had a tough night overall. Give Perry credit first and foremost. They played really well. Very good defense. Very solid defense. We didn't make enough plays. We had some opportunities offensively that we missed. Um, Once you get in the league, in the federal league, the coaching is so good, the players are so good. You can't afford to make some mistakes and still win a football game. So um, we battled. We gave good effort, but we didn't play good enough. We didn't play clean. We didn't tackle well enough. So the hope is that you learn something from a loss. You fix your mistakes. You don't make those same mistakes moving forward. And we'll find out a lot this week of who we are and what we're made of if we can respond to some adversity for sure.
Absolutely, because you guys get to take on Glen Oak. Who are a few players right now that have really taken the reins of your team and embodied what you're trying to kind of turn your program into and keep that mind frame moving forward? Who are a few, Coach?
Sure, yeah. Our four captains are guys that have really been doing that this year and in previous years. Charlie Christopher, very good player for us. He's going to Ohio U to play linebacker. He's also running the ball for us. Ryan Lippy, who's going to attend the Air Force Academy, is a defensive lineman, offensive guard for us. Cohen Stalls, our big tackle, and then Dylan Sponseller, who's playing outside linebacker, strong safety for us, and then some receiver as well. Are all program guys. They all came through the system, have given a lot to our program, and are doing a really good job of leading us on the field and off.
Dylan's one of the kids that coach that I've actually known since he was probably 8 or 9 because of his
Sure.
dad, and to watch that kid grow over the years, I was actually it's concerning because I knew he was at Lake and we would have to play against him at times, and he's such a great kid, so it's funny you mention him and give him an extra shout out because I always like Dylan. He dwarfs me now. He makes me feel very small.
Absolutely.
He's
Yeah,
a big
great.
kid. You had also mentioned though Charlie Christopher. Is he not like the hero of the defense? I mean, I know you've got 10 other guys out there,
Sure.
but when I look at the stat sheet, he really fills it up on the defensive side. It jumped off the page when I was looking at, I believe on the season, he's got 29 solos and 11 assists. It's an awful lot to be kind of rolling at this point of the season, I would say.
Yeah, Charlie's a special player. First of all, he's an inside linebacker for us, and the best inside linebacker I've coached in my years. And the way that our defense is set up also is, our linebackers are supposed to make plays. A lot of times, our defensive linemen are taking up a double team, so our linebacker can run free and make the tackle that he needs to. And Charlie has a speed, he has a strength, he has the mental portion of the game as well. Very, very smart player. So, yeah, he's our leader for sure, and when he's playing well, guys will follow him, and that's a good thing. So we'll have to play really well this Friday.
So, Coach George, you've been doing this. It feels like forever. When people talk about Lake, you're the first name that pops up. I've had the opportunity to know you from growing up near inner
Sure.
city Akron, and I
Right.
know that the roots run deep into St. Paul's and Miss Bika, and all of them would be so proud here today.
The
Um,
speaker.
I was trying to shock you with something there.
Yeah.
With
Right.
that
You
being
did.
said, those values that you're instilling onto these kids, what is it that brings you back year in, year out, every year to come and make a difference and put that passion and drive into Lake's community?
Sure. No, great question. First of all, I'm lucky to be where I'm at. I was lucky enough to start here when Coach Jeff Durbin was coaching, and was blessed to learn from him, not just how to coach, but also how to lead. And sometimes leading's hard. Not everyone's going to like you. And at the end of the day, you have to remind yourself what you're in it for, and that's to make a difference for the kids. We want to win football games, absolutely. That's a big part of it. But at the end of the day, man, you create these relationships that are lifelong. When you get invited to weddings down the road, or former players call you when they're having their first child,
Yeah.
that makes you know that you've made a difference, and you're doing it at the right place. And a great community to live in. We have 4 kids. They've all gone to Lake. My wife's also a teacher in the district too. So um, we were lucky enough to find a great place where we can not only raise a family, but I could also do what I love, and that's coach the great game football. Been blessed to have great assistant coaches as well. I mean, any success you have, you do it with other people, so you win with people. And um, my guys that have been coaching with me for a long time, man, just love our kids like their own, and that's a big part of it.
That makes all the world. A good head coach allows his assistant coaches to be great, and then he also gives up a lot of credit to them. So I can appreciate that. Well, coach, you got a game this Friday. What are you telling the Lake Blue Streaks as they're getting ready to take on Glen Oak this Friday night? What's the message to the players, and then what's the message to the Lake faithful that'll be showing up to cheer you guys on?
Yeah, I mean, the message to the kids is simple: is let's respond to adversity, man. Perry smacked us in the mouth a little bit, and sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that's what you need to reevaluate some things and to dig deep a little bit. And so the big thing we're concentrating on is we're looking at nothing more than going 1-0 this week. Glen Oak's our opponent. Glen Oak's way better than the record. They probably have had the toughest schedule in the state of Ohio with the 4 teams they've played out of the gate. So we're not just going to roll over on Glen Oak. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight. So our kids have to respond, and they have to play Blue Streak football for 4 quarters. And for everyone, I mean, I, we're gonna play hard, man. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and win football games, and all I care about is my 71 dudes and my 9 coaches, and what we do on Friday night. So that's what we're concentrating on.
You know the community loves you. I mean, they absolutely do. And I know you're a man of many words, coach. So I appreciate you taking time out today to be able to visit with us, talk about the game of the week. Like I said, whenever we talk about Lake, you're the first face that pops up, and everyone always has nothing but great things to say about you. And you have been a staple in the youth. I mean, I've seen you how many times all the way through.
Sure.
So you are
Mhm.
very involved, and like you had mentioned, Lake is lucky to have you, and we were lucky to have you on to be able to take this time out to interview with us today, Coach.
No, I appreciate you guys having me, and appreciate what you guys are doing, man. It's good for everyone and good for high school football, man. It's awesome.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck this Friday as you take on Glen Oak, and we'll be following you as the season continues on.
Appreciate
Take
it.
care.
Go Blue Streaks.